Welcome, everyone, and the Clippers starting five. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Clark in at the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Outside for Jackson. And he drops it in from the low post.
Ooh, those are some grown man points there by Jackson Jr.
Harden scanning the floor. Good on the triple. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Oh, wow. Okay, job turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Jones sets the pick for Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that verb. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. Driving to the basket. Leonard with a screen on Bane. Harden, shot clock at 5. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bane. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here is Harden following the score by Memphis. Pass to Jones. Mark against Harden, and it's blocked. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now, Morant. James Harden missing on the 3. Now, here's Morant. Jackson looking around. Pass to Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
LA ball.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. Harden against Clark. Harden kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard on the wing. The 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac finds Jones, buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Fires the three. It's held in by Zubac. Clippers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Harden outside. Zubac, a screen on Clark. Harden, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Memphis.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Driving in and finished off by Morant.
This is what Morant does so well. No one can stay in front of him.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Leonard, the pass to Harden. Nifty move. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Bane with the screen on Jones. Morant kicks to Bane. Pass to Clark. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Here's Harden. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Harden against Clark. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Harden.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Powell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Leonard against Clark. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Off target from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. After earning earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard. Last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
And Morant throws it down.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Outside Leonard, back to Harden. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Kawhi drives. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
Jones against Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game. Harden with it. He's got 13. Kicks it out to Leonard. Powell with a screen on Jackson. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Morant outside. Pass to Clark. Back to Morant. They get it again. Here's Edey. Jackson has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside for Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Leonard, that's for 2. And that does it for the first half of play. Grizzlies lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Dunn. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3, a small forward. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. They set the pick. And there's the drive. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Eubanks. The Grizzlies pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Kennard kicks to Bagley. Knocks it loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Williams. Outside for Bagley. That's tipped, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Williams looking over the floor, and it's in there.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Batum sets a screen for Bogdanovich. And he makes that one. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
The drive by Bagley. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Batum, the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside, Batum. Pass to Coffee. Batum, the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Coffee can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bagley with a screen on Dunn. Outside for Bagley. 1:03 left in the third quarter. No good on that one. Pass to Eubanks. Now Batum. Dunn left side. Batum sets a screen for Dunn. Eubanks with it. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Kennard. Still yet to score. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Inside, here's Coffee. Pass to Eubanks. Outside, Bogdanovich. Batum, a screen on Bagley. Bogdanovich, no luck. From the arc. The shot, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 3-on-3. Takes the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The most underrated part of Harden's game, his playmaking. James is amazing at setting up other players.
Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Up top, Morant. Defended by Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Pass to Edie. Fires from deep. Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Jones with the screen on Clark. Harden the pass to Jones. Back to Harden. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Right wing, Zubats. And Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Morant with a wide open look. Three-pointer. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And that one's good by Clark.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Jackson finds Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Kicks it out to Harden.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Leonard. Here's the three. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's Morant with the drive.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
From deep, Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 20.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, PA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Edie. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Clippers trail by 10. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Grizzlies.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you have to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
From past the arc. The rebound by Harden. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David
Sports for a... And now Dallas' starting group. Davis out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Washington in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the 5. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
So it's the Mavericks now, after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Irving looking around, down to 5 on the shot clock. And Morant clears the board. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night." We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Right there. see one of the many ways AD can beat you with his craft.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Irving. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Lively with a screen on Bane. The floater, and stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now, and he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Outside Irving. Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Thompson. Outside Irving. Screen by Lively. Three-pointer. And the shot's good by Irving.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. Morant with the slam.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Nice move. Outside for Davis. Back to Irving. Davis with a screen on Clark. Irving for three. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
Morant against Thompson. Morant surveying the floor. Thompson with a steal. High post Davis. Bane against Irving from behind the arc. Memphis with a rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Clock at 4. Fires from deep. The rebound by Edey.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Washington up top. To the left side wing. Lively finds Irving. Davis a screen. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Davis has got 6.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. And he gets that one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lively with a screen on Clark. Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
From deep, Morant. On target from range. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Irving for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's Washington, and it's Thompson in a 2-guard. Morant. Oh! packs it down.
That is incredible.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Irving. He's got 10. Thompson scanning the floor. The three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Lively with a screen on Clark. From 11 feet away, tipped. Payne with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And it's Irving missing. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Payne. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Lively with a screen on Clark. Irving for 3. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
And the handles Kyrie has are out of this world. He uses them so well in screen and roll action.
Left side, Morant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Klay Thompson picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Now here's Irving. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. And it's Payne with the rebound. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Irving for 3. Memphis with a rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Davis. Give him 8 points now. Davis with a screen on Clark. Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And the basket by Clark.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Kicks it out to Clark. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
And here's Irving. 15 points in the game. From outside the arc. That shot missing. And so it's Memphis going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans of courtside.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
G.G. Jackson is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Stevens in at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And it's Kennard on the take. Banked it in off the glass. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now here's Exum. And it's Bagley with a rebound. Here's Jackson. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Dinwiddie against Kennard. Pass to Exum. Dinwiddie outside. Exum outside. Deflected. Grizzlies lead by 15. Now Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now they need to think about doubling him. If they wait, he could really catch fire.
Memphis shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Here's Exum. Dinwiddie outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Exum. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis ball.
Memphis has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Now here's Kennard. From 12 feet. And another basket for Memphis.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
What a move to get himself open, and then Dinwiddie cans the shot on top of him.
Bagley, a screen on Dinwiddie. Kennard for 3. Here's Bagley. Another shot. Kicks it out to Kennard. Here's Huff. Fires in the triple. Huff's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Kennard outside. There's a screen. Fires for three. Gafford grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 21. Exum outside. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Gafford. It's stolen. On the attack, Bagley. Edwards pulls it in.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Into the lane. That one goes. Count it.
Cruising past the defense, Dinwiddie showing the burst.
Pass to Huff. Kennard against Dinwiddie. There's the triple. And he can't get that one.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Exum passes to Marshall. Now here's Edwards. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Memphis ahead, up 19. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And we reach the football. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Dinwiddie outside. Gafford with a screen on Morant. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Jackson finds Bain. No good from outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And here's Edwards outside. Offensive rebound. Exum gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bain, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Outside Irving. Hits the trifecta.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Grizzlies lead by 20. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Beyond the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Irving with it. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Irving against Clark. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson in the post. Clark covers. Good D by Clark. From deep, Bain. That one is off. Mavericks trail by 20. Pass to Thompson. 4-3. And Davis slams it home.
And you really can't sleep on Davis's length, especially on the offensive glass.
Clark with a screen on Thompson. And here's Morant outside. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Washington. Davis with it. Washington, a screen on Jackson. Here's Davis. The shot that time not on target. Memphis leading by 18. Jackson, pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on Irving. The three from Bain. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
The three is up. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
This one for 3. Sinks the tray. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. For 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now Morant. Fires away from way outside. No good. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll take
at small forward.
Welcome, everybody. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Thompson is out there with Irving. Then it's Derek Lively. And there's Davis. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3. Irving's shot is good. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And so it's Dallas with it after the Clippers pick up 2. It's good from long range.
Just get the feeling that whenever Clay rises up, he's going to make it.
Thompson against Harden. About a minute played so far here in the first. Zubac, a screen on Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac kicks to Jones. From deep three-point land. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 3-point game. Lively, that's good.
Now, Davis is really suited for their offense. Does not have to do it all by himself and using his teammates there.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks basketball.
The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him. We'll start off this game. Irving. And he converts the layup.
There's no doubt that Kyrie gets talked about as having some of the best handles in the business, effective at getting wherever he wants to get to on the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Harden against Thompson. Harden outside. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Here's Harden and the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Irving drives in. Misses the layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here is Harden. A 3-pointer's right on target. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And not a lot of limit to what the lefty can do. James Harden from deep.
Irving, good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Harden can't hit. Mavericks leading by 4. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 6. Powell sends a screen for Leonard, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harden with it. Picked up by Davis. Leonard kicks it out to Harden. drains the three-pointer. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Irving looking for an opening. This one for three. They get the rebound. Here's Davis. The kick out to Irving. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lively sets a screen for Irving. Tries again. And the shot goes in. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Harden. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Irving for three, and he's good on the three ball. He's got 15.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Lively finds Irving. Oh, that's offensive interference.
The score will not count.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Leonard down the lane. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Davis with a screen on Powell. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Harden kicks to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Five on the clock. The three. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from three.
Kawhi typically solid from three. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Irving against Powell. Down low, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Harden dishes to Leonard. Knocked away and stolen by Thompson. And a wide open look for Irving. Hits the three-point bomb.
Three-pointer.
Irving's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs. Thompson against Harden. Takes it out to Leonard. Powell sets a screen for Leonard. Back to Harden. High post, Zubac. Leonard with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Dallas leading by 4. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And that one's good.
Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
Outside Irving. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jones finds Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac's a screen on Irving. Harden's shot is good.
Just measuring that floater off perfectly. Harden so effective with that shot.
Irving against Powell. This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
It's Powell on the wing. Harden outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Irving. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. Takes it out to Leonard. It's stolen by Davis. The deep 3 from Thompson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
They're almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Edwards. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Exum deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Marshall passes to Edwards. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Eubanks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Now Exum. Over in the corner, Edwards. Now here's Marshall. He's tightly guarded. Gafford sends the pick for Marshall to the middle. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Eubanks. with the drive, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, great. He can get up a few notches higher. Exum's shot is off. Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside for Batum. Back to Bogdanovich. They set the pick. Pass to Eubanks. Outside Bogdanovich. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Outside Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Exum. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got 6.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Bogdanovich. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Pass to Gafford. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. 8 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Coffee. Not 3 off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Bogdanovich with it, guarded now by Marshall. Coffee passes to Bogdanovich. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line for 1.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. .43 seconds left in the third. And Bogdanovich kicks to Batum. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's where Nicholas Batum is so dangerous. Man, if he was in boxing, he could be a corner man.
Exum finds Edwards. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. High arcing shot. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got his second bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Outside Bogdanovich. With 4 seconds on the clock, it's blocked. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Mavericks lead. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Out to Thompson. Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Leonard with this screen on Thompson. Kicks it out to Leonard. 3-pointers off the mark. Dallas leading by 7. A deep 3 from Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Jones, and he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Irving kicks to Washington. And the three off target. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard dunks it down with force.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Irving against Powell. And that one, good. Irving's got 24 points.
Now, when Kyrie's going like this, he completely takes the game over. What a player.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Screen by Leonard. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from James Harden.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Powell against Irving. Good work there as it goes. 26 points for him.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks basketball.
Dallas leading by 3. And here is Irving. A floater. Good on the shot.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Harden outside. He's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Powell. Lets a floater go. Irving can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Harden kicks to Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 19 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Thompson passes to Irving. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Pass to Lively. Outside for Davis. Back to Lively. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 6. Irving against Powell. Good!
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Leonard with this screen on Thompson. Outside Leonard. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Powell against Irving. It's tipped.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Irving kicks to Washington. Irving passes to Lively. Tries from 10. It's off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Harden. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the small forward. Pass to Harden. 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Jones slams it in.
Well, an excellent passer, Harden, taking pride in finding an open teammate.
Davis with it. Outside Irving. For 3. And Jones pulls it down. The Clippers in the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Harden outside. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Harden. Yep, that one goes. Harden's got 25 points.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the way.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Outside Leonard. A rebound by Washington. Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Klay Thompson, no stranger to these situations, always willing to fire in the big moments.
It's Harden with the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball? So they take the lead. Irving's got 38 points.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Thompson. Money!
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Lively with it. Zubac defending. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Harden. Leonard inside. Davis is on it. Zubac with the screen for Harden. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock for Davis.
This is why Davis is considered one of the best defenders in the league. His mere presence is good enough to alter those shots.
Now, here is Irving. To the paint. Here's Lively.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And Teron Lue calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
And this is it now. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
A 3 from Leonard. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew,
court, we'll see Moran and Payne. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, down low. And for the Clippers, Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Powell. It's rebounded by Memphis. The 3 from Payne. And he buries his first look.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Left side, Harden. Outside, Jones. Zubac with a screen on Payne. Jones, the pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Harden. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Jackson with a screen on Jones. Morant, pass to Jackson. And here's Payne. Jackson with a screen on Powell. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Moran. Oh, okay then.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Harden. Leonard outside. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time at Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
And so it's Memphis with it. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. The offensive rebound. Jackson gets the bucket.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
Harden with it, guarded by Morant. Harden the pass to Powell. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Pass to Edey, kicks it out to Clark. Here's Morant. He takes it in, and he converts the layup. Morant's got 6 points.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Harden laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Powell in the post, pounded by Morant. Powell, it's good.
Norman Powell with the floater. That's a tough shot, folks. He just makes it look easy.
Morant finds Jackson. Morant with a screen on Leonard. Jackson for three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Harden scanning the floor. Leonard outside. Oh, a clear foul there. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play will be reviewed on the NBA board. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical. And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Edey for three. Here's Clark. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Jones in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Powell finds Harden. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Memphis shooting their first free throw this game. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Here's Morant after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Oh, that's good. Morant from way out.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
And Leonard, here we go. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Clippers grab the miss. Powell outside. Jones feels it out. Pass to Zubac. He can't get that one to fall. Memphis leading by 4. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Morant with it. Picked up by Powell on the wing Bane. Shoots over Powell. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 5 points in the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Harden from outside. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
James Harden understands answering a 3 with your own 3 negates any momentum of your opponent.
Moran against Jones. Now here's Moran. 16 points for him.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Ja slices through. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Clark against Harden. Jones, the pass to Harden. 1:41 left in the second quarter. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And the setup by Moran. Jackson's got 8 points.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And right now, if you're the defense, you've got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Payne with a screen on Jones. The drive by Moran. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. Hits on Derek Jones. Memphis shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line. 56 seconds left in the first half. Harden into the lane. And then Harden with the jam.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint. Nice drive right there.
Jackson, pass to Moran. Moran taking no chances on the flush.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Jones. Harden against Clark. Back to Jones. Outside Harden. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Count that one. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy is never a bad option in a tough situation. Kawhi Leonard under duress. Nicely done.
Jackson, the screen. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Memphis ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit. And we've got 3rd quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court for Memphis, Marvin Bagley is out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Stevens in at the 2. Bogdanovich up top. And then Bogdanovich Bogdanovich with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Coffee can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And the bucket is good. And it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Coffee on the wing. The 3. Done outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Eubanks the screen. Bogdanovich, no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Offensive rebound. Outside Bagley. Kennard with it. Clock at 6. No good on the triple. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdanovich. That'll be a second foul of the game. Kennard outside. Pass to Huff. Back to Kennard. Here's Stevens. Kennard outside. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 9. And they're running. Bogdanovich with it. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Here's Huff. And again, it's Memphis missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Done outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Batum sets a screen. 5 to shoot. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Kennard passes to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things you have to consistently be good at every single night. Right?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Kennard outside. Pass to Bagley. Back to Kennard. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bogdanovich. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 9 points in the game.
What an athlete Bogdanovich is. Sprinting towards the rim with such aggression and assertiveness.
It's stolen by Dunn. Eubanks with it. Checked by Bagley. Dunn outside. For the lead. Memphis with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Clippers trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Eubanks. Eubanks the screen. Coffee, the pass to Eubanks. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 4 to shoot. Batum sets a screen. Down low. He He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Pass to Huff. Takes a three. The shot won't fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Clark outside. Pass to Edey. Now here's Jackson. Defended by Harden. Here's Edey from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Here's Harden. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Here's Zubac. Launches a 3. Count it! Leonard for 3.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Morant surveying the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Morant against Jones. Oh, athletic move from Morant.
And that's Morant for you. Not suddenly. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Jones with a screen on Clark. Outside Jones. Out to Leonard. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Shakes him. And it's good on the lay-in. Jones has got his first 2 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Now here's Leonard. Powell outside. Screen by Leonard. Morant against Powell. To the inside. And now the Grizzlies on the run. On up the court. Kicks it out to Bane. Launches it. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Misses the baby hook.
The defense not a factor there. Very surprising he couldn't capitalize.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Harden. Unable to get that one. Good D by Clark. Grizzlies lead by 7. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Right side Morant. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
But what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Now here's Morant. No good with a layup. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now from deep. Bane. They get it again. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jones.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Bane finds Morant. Fires from way outside. Bane with another miss. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard.
as we get set to put and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Davis. Klay Thompson is out there with Irving. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Grant.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
No good from Clark. Here are the Mavericks now. It's a 3-point game. Irving passes to Thompson. Now, here's Washington. Lively finds Irving. Lets the 3 fly. It's Clark with the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Morant with a wide-open look. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Irving against Clark. Davis setting the pick for Irving. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And then Clark slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And they're on the break. Bombed up there for Clark. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving against Clark. Puts up a deep 3. Edey with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here's Clark. Pass to Edey for the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Irving against Clark. They need this. Outside, Davis. Outside, Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington, that's for 2. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Thompson. He has yet to score. Pass to Davis. Now Irving. Fires away from outside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Bane against Irving. It's stolen by Davis. Irving passes to Thompson. Irving kicks to Thompson. Takes a 3. Another three for Dallas.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Morant.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Irving against Clark. Back to Irving. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Irving looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire, and they've already built a nice lead.
P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Irving. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Irving against Clark. Irving with it. 11 points in the game. Kept alive. Here's Lively. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And stolen by Thompson. Lively with it. Now defended by Bain. Clark against Irving. Outside, Davis. And they're moving it up. Back to Bain. There's the screen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Here's Irving. In the corner, Lively with it. Shot clock at 3. The shot from 20 feet away. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. And a wide open look for Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 14.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Pass to Lively. Lively with the screen. Outside Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Mavericks trail by 4. Davis finds Irving. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second quarter. To the inside, stolen by Jackson. And here's the break. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson, getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
A 3 from Davis. Edey with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Jackson passes to Clark. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Jackson. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Sinks the triple. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
No, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Irving against Clark. From deep. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
So it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got G.G. Jackson. He's out there with Bagley. And it's Kennard in at the guard position. Mavericks trail by 8. Over in the corner, Marshall. Dinwiddie outside. Edwards, a screen on Bagley. Just 4 to shoot. Latrey. Edwards, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Bagley sends a screen for Kennard. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Up top, Edwards. Nothing on the board. Edwards with the screen for Dinwiddie. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
Jackson misses.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And Gafford throws it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Mavericks trail by 5. And here's Exum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Yeah, really left him no choice there. And he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here's Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Kennard, the pass to Huff. Connects from three-point range. Huff's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Exum with it, working on Bagley. Back to Edwards. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Edwards got his first basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Exum deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Gafford.
2 minutes.
Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. Gafford is screen on Kennard. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's Dallas with another.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Stevens, the pass to Bagley. Here's Stephens. From outside, off the mark. Edwards with it. Picked up by Bagley. Here's Gafford. And it's blocked. Here's the break. There's the pick. Stephens. Rebounded by Gafford. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
Mavericks trail by 5. Gafford sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't drop. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Kennard on the wing. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 5.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
The Mavericks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
At the line for Dallas.
And that one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. 41 seconds left in the third. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Outside for Bagley. Dinwiddie with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Huff. Drops in the tray. Huff's got 6 here in this quarter.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Here's Kennard. 5 points in the game. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's the Memphis. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Thompson is out there with Irving. Then there's Washington. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Lively in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. The three from Morant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up Jay.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. There's the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Clark against Irving. Davis with a screen on Clark. Irving way outside. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Thompson sets the pick for Irving. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
And Bain the bucket on the assist by Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies. Irving against Clark. Launches from deep. Here's Davis. The kick out to Irving. Goes up again. And that's good for 2. Irving's got 24 points.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Morant scanning the floor. And stolen by Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Edey. And here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
And on the way from Irving for three, and it's Morant with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Grizzlies.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Jackson misses. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take
Sports as we get set. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, we've got P.J. Washington, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Davis in at the 4. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Great signs as Clay goes vertical that time.
Here's Harden. Yep, that one goes. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Lively with a screen on Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And such a gifted finisher. Once Kyrie gets inside, he knows he's got you where he wants you.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. On the wing, Thompson. From the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, for poster guys, it's usually dunks, but I wouldn't mind a Klay Thompson jump shot poster to look at on a nightly basis.
It's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
There's the 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Zubac with a screen on Thompson. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Just measuring that floater off perfectly. Harden so effective with that shot.
Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Screen by Lively. Thompson scanning the floor. Going inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And because you extend that defense out to where Clay is, he sees the opening.
Thompson against Harden. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Harden into the lane. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Irving against Powell. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Harden drawing the double team. For 3, Powell. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. For Dallas, they've got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Irving with it. Harden picks him up. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
Irving against Powell. Irving, the pass to Lively. Out to Thompson. to Lively. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Harden. Right wing. Tipped away. Stolen by Davis. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Irving. Outside for Davis. They get the rebound. Back to Irving. There's Davis with the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Dallas on top. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
They've got Thompson. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's Washington, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Superb pick-and-roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
Leonard looking around. Outside for Harden. Shot clock at 5. Leonard with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Three-pointer. Harden. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 6.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Harden, and then Harden with the jam.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
Outside Irving. To the middle. Here's Lively. Thompson outside. Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. The 3-ball. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Now, you can never let Clay shoot off a crisp pass. He just lets that go so quick.
Outside Harden. Leonard finds Harden. Screen by Leonard. Going to take more than that to stop Kawhi.
What an advantage it is to have someone like Leonard. Everyone knows the shot clock is running down, but they also know that he'll get up a good shot either way.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Irving for 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Leonard passes to Zubac. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:56 left in the second quarter. Pass to Zubac. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Irving with it. He has 6. Inside. And then Davis punches it home!
Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
The drive by Harden. Out to Leonard. The three is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 5 now.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Davis can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. They grab their own miss. Thompson with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. The big man Davis attacking. Washington finds Davis. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Powell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. P.J. Washington picks one up.
There's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive, get inside, or he can knock down a jumper. That's a tough cover.
And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. He can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Give him 8 points now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Harden against Thompson. Leonard outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in Dallas. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Nicholas Batum. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Dunn outside. Pass to Eubanks. 4 on the clock. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Dallas on D. Outside Bogdanovic. Eubanks up top. Just 5 to shoot. Nails the baby hook. Eubanks, he's got his first points of the game. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Batum sets a screen. Outside Bogdanovic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And that one drops.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovic, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
And here's Exum. Still no points. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
You got that right. Bogdanovic with it. Gafford picks him up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the paint. And he Jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
More of a combo guard than pure point. Dinwiddie does have tremendous court vision.
Left side, Bogdanovic. Pass to Eubanks. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Eubanks, he's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovic. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, BA, I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness. He plays well.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Exum. For the lead. And he lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now here's Bogdanovic. Guarded closely. To the wing on the left. Eubanks, the pass to Bogdanovic. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Lets it fly. The shot by Eubanks, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Marshall. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Nick Batum.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Marshall.
And the second free throw is good. Clippers trail by 3. Eubanks the screen. Outside Bogdanovic. Poke loose. Edwards with it. Now Bogdanovic defending. Pass to Marshall. Batum against Edwards. Here's Exum. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Dunn outside. Pass to Eubanks. Dunn outside. Back to Eubanks to win the run. And again, the Clippers missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from him.
Counted from distance. And now a 9-point Maverick lead.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so it's Dallas. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Lively in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Why typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Irving is double. Thompson outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Irving. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
and just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Out to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Leonard beyond the line.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Irving against Jones. Now here's Irving. Lively with a screen on Jones. Irving, the pass to Lively. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Irving against Jones. Now Irving, Lively with a screen on Jones. Irving, the pass to Lively. In transition, here come the Clippers. Jones in the post. Lively's there. Powell passes to Zubac. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Harden into the lane. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
2 minutes remaining.
Irving with it.
2 minutes.
Pass to Davis. To the inside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Harden, the pass to Leonard. And it's all from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jones against Irving. Washington outside. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Mavericks.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kyrie Irving.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Can he keep it going? It's rebounded by Zubac. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Zubac, screen. Harden from outside. The shot, no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Irving looking around. And stolen by Jones. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave Allie thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Baring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.